Okay, just jump into the story. When I was in college, there was this girl that told me she was asexual. And we were really good friends. And because in college, right, I went to fashion. And so a lot of the times you work overtime, and she would also work overtime. So we became really good friends. Fast forward, she told me that she realized she may not be asexual. And I was like, oh, eventually she was very, very nice. Like, she became extra nice. At one point, my friend was like extra clingy, and she would like text me a lot and about memes. And so she started texting me a bunch, and we got closer, and I would always respond. So I just respond, and we're just chilling together and stuff. And we became so much closer now. The thing with her is that she has DID, Dissociative Identity Disorder, right? At that time, I didn't know what that is. So as a good friend, I did my due diligence. I researched, I watched a lot of videos about it. Basically, it's like sometimes she becomes this other person. At first, it was kind of confusing because sometimes I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what they remember. It's just suddenly they don't remember anything and they don't know where they are or something. I got used to it though, so it's fine. Anyways, we reached a point in our friendship where I felt like I was in a relationship, but it went from like normal to like toxic in like a week. And it became toxic for the rest of our friend relationship thing. Let's just say that my friend is called A. Her alter is B and C, but C is not important to the story at the moment, so sorry. But A is a very nice, sweet person. She's very soft, caring. And B is like the exact opposite. She's mean, physically painful, physically abusive kind of a person. Like A, very sweet. B, not sweet, very mean. At one point, I don't know what happened. They would switch. And when they do switch, it's just hell. Like, they would want me to type a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way. They don't want me to hang out with my friends. They don't want me to go out with my friends. If they're like upset at me, they would become physical and everything. And I thought it's like, oh, I've read this in a document that it's very common and they just need understanding and acceptance. So that's what I did. I tried to be understanding and accepting. It's like, hey, I'm so sorry, Mika. I saw our text and you're the bestest person in the whole entire world. And then later, it's just suddenly like, where are you? Why aren't you here? You hate me, don't you? And I tried to do my best to understand. And I think throughout this whole process, I might have given the impression that I was romantically interested, because I realized I was trying to be nicer than I usually am. The more aggressive alter thinks that they are in a relationship with me, while my friend thinks that they are not. So I would have days of just being like, hey man, I'm gonna go out to eat later. You wanna come? And A's like, nah, I'm pretty tired. I don't really wanna come with you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. And then when I'm outside, I get like spam texted from the exact same person, but because they switched, they didn't remember it. I get spam texted like, why aren't you calling me? Why aren't you talking to me? Blah, blah. You hate me. No wonder. Everyone hates me. Blah, 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 blah. And I would have to like call them and be like, hey, no, I invited you, blah, blah. Stuff like that. At one point, I did get really fed up because our conversation would be like, F you, you're the worst person in the world, Mika. And then an hour later, like I would be like, I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings. And they would respond with, no, fuck you. It was very confusing. Eventually, I did stop talking to them. I did tell them like, hey, listen, I don't think I can be in like contact with you anymore because you've been pretty mean and I can't handle it. And this is how I knew that apparently in their head, we were in a relationship, because they said, so you're gonna break up with me? I was like, what do you mean break up? We've been dating? And me being stupid as I played along. I was like, yes, we are breaking up. I was scared. B has hit me. They are funny, they are witty, they are creative, but they were pretty abusive, yeah.